Check out the links in my description for more information, for more resources. Check out the podcast. Check out the Facebook groups. Just check out the links. There's a lot of great stuff there. Comment, rate, subscribe, share, like, dislike, whatever you want to do. This is my set 2 Zamasu Striving to Turning the Tides deck. One copy of the leader. For Android 17 Turning the Tides for Oceanus. Shenron for Almighty Push Zeno. For Vegeta Ready Rumble. For Gohan Baby's Minion. For Gohan Power Unshackled. For Goku Striving to be the best. For Goku Vegeta Satan Synergy. For Chill's Army Reinforcement. For All Too Easy. For Super Pycon True Mastery. For Zeno Cosmic Unison. For Red and Giant Force. For Gotenks Absolute Unison. And for Goku Protect. So for our Z deck, we got 2 Reddits, Prelude to Invasion, 1 Mr. Blue Majin Defender, 1 Beerus Airy Annihilator, 1 Cell Awakening of the Created, 1 Android 21 In the Name of Hunger, and 1 Vegito Godly Spirit. Of course, we got, Reddits and Boo, partially for effective blockers, and Cell for board wipe, and Android 21 is also a blocker, but also can pseudo board wipe, and then this could be a finisher if you need a finisher in case you can't Android 17 Turning Tides. At least you have another potential win con. The idea, of course, is to ideally win with Turning Tides, right? We're striving to be the best, right? Striving to turn the tides. So the idea is to stall long enough. 2 defensive card effects, right? Your floodgate defenses, blockers, right? So we striving them to be the best long enough to be able to turn tides. Our leader essentially has 2 health bars because once you have 2 or less life, you can awaken. And on the awaken side, whenever you take damage, you mill the top 5 cards of your deck per each damage you take, as opposed to actually losing life. So you essentially have your deck becomes your second health bar, right? And this is a 60 card deck, so you essentially have like 8 extra life, essentially, right? Like I said, also you have some defensive cards, floodgate defense through most of your card effects, and of course, so we have some board wipes, duel over Zeno, Cosmic Unison, Goku Protect of the Earth, and Gotenks Absolute Unison acts as a pseudo board wipe. So a way of clearing our boards, a way of floodgate, defending ourselves through our Oceanus and our Ready Rumbles and our Gohans, right, and our Gokus. This will help us stall, right, and even Goku to striving to be best, help us stall long enough for us to play Turning the Tides. So we have Pycon as a way to gain life. And as you can see, we got Pycon with his rejuvenation ability, so we can take the top card of our deck and add it into our life. So that way, we can have life. And this will be a want to do before you end up in a situation where you have to flip your deck over. Flip your Awakening Leader to use your deck as your life. So this also comes in handy to make sure that if you do awaken by having 2 or less life, you can use this to gain life. So in case your opponent tries to do some type of effect that sends your life to the draw, in order to try to make you lose that way, at least you can counter that. Helps you mitigate that. So it's just another layer of defense as well as way you can win in time. And that's another thing is, let's say you're at 1 life when you awakened. Now you're at 1 life, but your opponent ends up at 2 life. The game ends, and they win because they have 1 life more than you. This will help you try to get your life up to 3 at least, right? Because it's not too hard to get your opponent down to 2 life or even 1 life. So this would be useful to help you gain life, so you can at least have 1 life more than your opponent and win in time. So you can win that way. You can win through milling your opponent because you're stalling long enough that your opponent should deck out before you do, because you have more cards in your deck than you do.
Of course, you can lose from decking out, right? They deal you damage. You mill 5 cards every time you take damage. So you could end up milling out. But there is 60 cards, so it'll take a while, of course. And then on top of that, we do have a couple cards that they can help you put cards back in your deck. The Goku Vegeta can go to the bottom of your deck. Almighty Zeno can taking all your cards, right? All your battle cards and putting them in the bottom of your deck. They'll do the same for your card. But at least this is a way you can put cards back into the bottom of your deck, especially if you have like Gohan Baby's minion in rest mode. You can play this to put them back into the deck and hopefully draw them later and use them again, right? So just an idea. That's the end of the video.